Hello son, it is I your mother here to tell you to go to sleep now.
1 second, Mummy. I'm just finishing up my gaming for the evening. It's gamer time.
Stop! You violated the law.
Producing.
What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what?
Let's start this off with a true story, okay? In 5th grade, I had to do a project on the Arctic lowlands with my friend in social studies class. We had to make a Bristol board poster about the cold, desolate wasteland known as Detroit, Windsor. Oh, sorry, the wrong wasteland. I meant northern Canada.
Sailing the stormy seas.
So my friend goes home and does the research while I'm playing Animal Crossing Wild World on my DS because I wasn't a nerd who did his work.
Try to understand. As a jock, it is my duty to give nerds a hard time.
The next day he comes to me and says, I went on Wikipedia and looked up the Arctic lowlands, and the first thing said was, the Arctic lowlands is your mom. Now, to 5th grade me, that was the funniest thing I'd ever heard. So me and my friend are laughing at this, and the teacher who overheard all this comes up to us and says, Don't use Wikipedia, you fools! Anybody can write on there, you can change whatever you want! This prompted a class lecture on the dangers of Wikipedia, how anybody can write anything, and how you should never use it under any circumstances. We left that day thinking our minds had been changed. How foolish we were. Was what my friend said true? Probably not, but it was possible. This was a consistent message throughout my early schooling. Book good, Wikipedia bad. From elementary school to Bulworth Academy, the message was always the same. Book good, Wikipedia bad. From wondering what the national animal of Australia is to the scientific name for a pig. Book good, Wikipedia bad. Weirdly enough now, I see Wikipedia used more than anything in regards to quick information about a subject. Let's say I need some info about the Great Chimpanzee War, right? I can look it up on Wikipedia, get all the info I need with sources at the bottom, knowing I'm relatively confident that it's correct. But it wasn't always like this. Wikipedia has been around since 2001, and like all big websites, it's gone through some growing pains. Wikipedia operates on the idea that if you get enough people to come together, you'll get a common answer that will be right.
This is 1,000 monkeys working at 1,000 typewriters. You stupid monkey!
Now this works when you're as massive as Wikipedia is today, but if I opened a website like that, you'd probably get... that actually could be funny. That or turn into what my Discord server is now. Unlike Discord or Reddit, you don't need a status to be a Wikipedia editor. You can just make an account and do it. Now in theory, this sounds like a horrible, horrible idea. Imagine just going into a huge Discord server and changing the rules to, this is now a server for Rick and Morty fans who also enjoy fishing. But Wikipedia mods are anonymous, and for the most part, apart from a few flare-ups, there hasn't been much controversy around them, at least from what I could find. Now what happens to Wikipedia is it gets a lot of vandalism. Basically when somebody knowingly puts wrong information on a page to get a laugh or just to be a fucking this guy.
Your cum won't last. There's a snake in my ass.
Or just to watch the world burn. Many celebrities had their profiles vandalized and not a single person felt bad for them.
Target neutralized.
Targets of this included US Olympic swimmer Katie Ledecky, who is a humanoid evolution spawned from Poseidon's asshole. Or Charlie Sheen being described as half man, half cocaine. And of course, football player L'Jarius Sneed, formerly L'Jarius Chuck. This became such an issue that Wikipedia started an anti-vandalism unit. It sounds a lot cooler than it actually is. Basically, some people decided to take their free time and use it to make Wikipedia a better place, which I think should be the goal of every mod. I think Wikipedia is a good example of what can happen when things are properly modded. Is it fair to compare Wikipedia mods to Discord and Reddit mods? No, but I'm gonna do it anyway, and there's nothing you can do to stop me, fucker.
Bat credit card!
Doing your mom.
Moderation is needed on every site. People have to slow down for our dumbest members. Sometimes our dumbest members just happen to be Awkward the Turtle.
But am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Or the guy who thinks it's the funniest thing to post porn in a safe for work Discord server and then cry when he gets banned. Or the mod who imposes their political opinion on a Roblox memes subreddit and then is shocked when they get a bunch of hate messages saying how they ruined the sub. Or the guy whose mom is an uninhabitable physiographic region in northern Canada. I think vandals and editors on Wikipedia set a perfect balance for each other.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Somewhat of a yin and yang, where if one is removed, the balance is thrown off. Too much vandalism and the site becomes useless. Too much correct information, and we never know that. Parkour is what losers do because they can't do real sports. It is a non-competitive way to never have any friends. Developed by the French, skills such as jumping and climbing, or the more specific parkour moves, are employed. The object of parkour is to never get laid by a woman. I think Bold Guy would disagree with that, but hey.
Porn, titties, ass, and the X Factor parkour.
Don't sue me, Bold Guy. Fucking dick. I think Wikipedia is in a good place now. It's a mostly accurate website with good, quick bits of information. Even though you can't use it as a primary source, you can still use it to find all the controversies of Azalea Banks with linking articles in the description. And if that doesn't do it for you, you can always take refuge in your mother being a cold, desolate wasteland in northern Canada.
Hi there, you've got a visitor.
Oh no, it is the internet's biggest music nerd Anthony Fontano here for revenge.
It's not good.
Oi, thanks for watching everyone. Special shout out to my patrons. They're on screen. Mwah, mwah. I love you very much. Also, shout out to Squiff for this dope channel art. He made me. There'll be a link to his Instagram down below. Go show him some love. He has some super cool stuff. Also, hear this music playing? Yeah, it's pretty cool music, right? That's from Segito. He was kind enough to let me use his song as an outro. So if you like it, go check that out. Also, go check out my last video. There's probably a link to it on screen or a link to a video on screen. I don't know. Either way, thanks for watching the video. Bye-bye. Oh, also follow me on Twitter.